This live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today. Good morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Got a big jug of water today. Did we see it? There's the camera. Maybe we saw it. There it is. Big jug of water. But I do also have my coffee. Okay, let's Bam, good morning, Mike. I need you to help me out. What were those numbers on highs and lows being taken out from Asia and London, New York? We're going to go over that right away. And I'll start a new example. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. You're there, right, Bama? Just let me see, 917. Yep, you just wrote it. Okay. Change cursor. If we break the low of the Asian session is the gray box. If we break the low and then we take out the high, there is an 80% chance, that's what they said, and it seems to hold true, but I never really backtested it. There's an 80% chance that we will come back down and sweep the low during the US session. And on the opposite side, if we swept the high and we swept the low, then there is an 80% chance we will re-sweep the high during the US session. Good morning, OFT. I was checking if you're going to stream today. I didn't see an upcoming. I was hanging around over there. So that's pretty much how it works. One of them didn't work out yesterday. Last week, sorry. Here we swept the high, we swept the low, and then we re-swept the high. Actually, we swept the high, yeah, swept the low, and then during the US session, we took out the high. Here we took out the high, we took out the low. Yeah, this was the one that it didn't work. But we didn't go back up to take out the high. Here we swept the high, we swept the low. We swept the low, we swept the high. So we're saying that we're going to come back down to the low during the US session of the Asian session, and we come across, and we did. Do one more. Here it didn't happen. We only swept one side, and here we only swept one side. Here we swept the low, then we swept the high, but then we swept the low again, so it's invalidated. This one here, the last one, swept the high, swept the low, and then we swept the high during the US session. Actually, we swept the high even a little earlier. So if we're looking at it for today, there's nothing. We only swept the low, so we have nothing to go by for that. We are trading below in that order. Well, it's a 1, 2, 3. It's high, low, high, or low, high, low. 50-50 day VWAP open. Feels choppy. Yeah, VWAP open, but we are below the previous day's close, and we only swept the Asia lows. Let me see the daily. Daily, we're kind of just trading sideways, after the kind of a double top with a wick there. But we're above the 100, we're above the 200, we're above the 50, so really no selling pressure at all. This volume here. No volume is being put into the downside. Volatility's come down to 399. What's gold doing? Gold's rocketing back up again. Gold. What's this? A 1-minute chart? Why do I have a 1-minute chart for gold? I don't know. Don't need it anymore. Maybe I was doing something in gold. 5-minute chart. Am I trading on the 5-minute chart anymore? Nope. I need it later. 15-minute. Nope. Okay, 1-minute chart. Fix my computer. Oh, good job. 350 to 400. Get up there. We're shorting. Anything up there on the... Yep, I see that. I wouldn't go short because that's a counter trend trade. But I see your call, and they've been good. Good luck. See you later. Sounds good, OFT. I'll come in and say hi. Actually, I'll go do that right now. Okay, so guys, I got a new process. It's the process for the process. Believe it or not, I'm using ChatGPT as my accountability partner. We created 4 levels of punishment: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. I guess depending on what the violation is, I got a what it is basically. It's going to be a process to make sure that the my brain is always online. Nothing is done impulsively, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, let me try and clarify it for you. I have my process, but I break my rules. I chase. I get in late. FOMO. I don't respect my stops. I don't put them in manually, but nonetheless, I don't respect my stops. So right now, I got to make sure that I do everything correctly. So we put together a little process, and yeah, calling it the process for the process. I'll let you know how it goes. What's this button here? Okay, so good. You guys should always be up to date. I fixed that thing so you can't go backwards in time. That's a cool little feature. It's good to know. Okay, so what's the process for the process? There's a call out. 4 words. Anchored. Clean click. Anchored means that I am using my brain on this one. I'm not running on autopilot. Clean click means I'm actually taking a valid setup. I'm not making something up. Lot size is part of the call out, and then mathematically correct to make sure that I'm running the math properly on this. And we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, we're also running an EA on Sim 101. We'll see how that goes. It's cold. Once again, it's cold. You know what? Do I have time? I think I have a little bit of time. Let me go get a sweater, believe it or not, again. And I'll be back. Hello? Keeping it clean today? Focus. Focus. Right? Don't rush it. Balance setup, let it go. Open the heat a little. Oof. Okay, well, there's not going to be a lot of tradertainment today because I'm doing a new process. That's funny. Funny. Okay, let's woo, we're taking off here, eh? So we got the we got the algo trading on Sim 101 on the white chart. Oh, that's funny. Let me minimize this for now. Actually, let me close it. Let me focus. Wow, nice run. Nice run. But there was nothing that I could have done on that. Potentially gold for long, but a comment on TikTok got to me. I've been trading for 2 years and still only have one pattern entry that's still based on momentum. I tried SM concepts during Asia and London and lost. I can't always explain my trades, but I know why I take them and they work, so I'm just going to stick to what I know. Is that the comment? Or are you saying that a comment got to you and now you, Bama, are telling me that you've been trading for 2 years and still only have one pattern entry? You know what? If that is you, or if that's the comment, that's good. People that focus on um, excelling at just one thing do very well. Okay. Markets are rocketing higher on the open. I haven't got a comment got to me and I tried different stuff. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You can explore styles, but there's so many different ways to do it. You can do it on the weekend with market replay or back testing. You can do it. Market replay is good because you feel like you're trading it. You can do it on Sim Ninja at high speed, so you don't have to lose a day to do just one day. You can do like a month in a couple of hours. I mean, if it seems valid, I look into new strategies, but just don't employ them so quickly, or don't be so quick to like employ them on your. Do it as a side hobby, not during market hours. Don't let it get in the way of your trading your strategy that works for you. Wow, what a move! What a move! What does this like look like on the 15-minute? Kaboom, eh? Over the previous day's close, getting up to the previous day's high, Friday's high. Okay, let's see what I can do. Let's get on to the Bulenox accounts. Fish Slot, Florida. Close the gap. Yeah, that was didn't take long to do that, eh? 2.5 minutes. Let's see the algo go along. Two more underneath. I don't see my. Let's get some of this shit out of the way. 43, 413. Okay, so did it go long? Yeah, it went long. Algo went long. First trade for the algo. Delta was negative all night, now positive. Shit. Okay, anchored, clean click. Lot size 3. Mathematically correct. But I missed my PP, unfortunately. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, now you're gonna laugh at me. Okay, now you're gonna laugh at me. Took the second trade, did the 4 callouts, but as my brain was calculating to see if I did the 4 callouts, I missed my take profit and got out of break even. We'll get better at this. Yep, we're not trading today, really. That's exactly how I feel. Today's not a trading day. Today is a day to establish a new protocol. Perfect. Okay, we missed the trade after all that, but who cares? I just started funded trading today. Bama, Delta's now positive. Oh, cool. Funded. I started funding trading today. What do you mean by that? FSF? That's short for Fishing Slot Florida. You mean trading with prop firms, or you passed an eval? Okay, the algo, it looks like it took 2 trades. I'm not sure because I'm working on a new discipline protocol with ChatGPT. Yes, prop first day. Okay, cool. Take it slow. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Everyone wants to get out of the gate and finish the race in like 30 seconds, and that is not sustainable. That is not going to make you a consistent trader. It's just going to waste your time. And that's just a fact. How much experience you have trading? Thanks for the info. I watched a couple of your videos and now I'm here on your live. Way to go. Did you click the sub button? Yeah, it is. That's a pretty solid move. That's some pent up buying. Algo's long a 5 lot. That's not me. That's the algo. Um, I think I will rotate accounts. Waiting for another trade. Like I said, I'm working on a new process, a process for the process. To be honest with you, FSF, I don't really spend too much time analyzing why things happen. I just watch what happens and try to react. My job is to react, not to predict. So I don't predict. This is when I'm trading well. I don't predict what's going to happen next. I'll think about it. I'll say, okay, maybe we're going to sell off and trade down to VWAP, but I'm not going to predict that. And mostly because I'm a trend trader anyway, so I don't have to predict. I just really go with the flow. Right now we're trading higher. I'm looking for longs. Algo got stopped out. Oh, you're not going to like my answer. I don't like the 250K accounts and the 300K accounts because the take profit or the profit target is skewed compared to the risk. Like for example, on the 150K account with Apex, it's 9,000 with a $5,000 um, $5,000 drawdown. Most firms is 4,500, so that's 2 to 1. I don't care what account you call it. You can call it a $150,000 account. You can call it a 1 penny account. You can call it a $4 trillion account. The fact of the matter is, you have a profit target of 9,000, and you have a drawdown of, I'm going to go with 4.5. In my book, if you can lose $4,500, it's a $4,500 account, and you got to make 9,000. So you have to make 200% to pass the evaluation, which is why I prefer the smaller accounts, because it's 1-for-1. It's hard enough to make 100% on your money. So on the let's say on the 50Ks, you can find firms with $2,500 drawdown with a $3,000 take profit. Yeah, it's not 1-for-1, but it's not 2-for-1. The 300K account, I think it's $7,000 drawdown with a $20,000 take profit. That's 300% you have to make in order to just pass the evaluation. There are no hedge funds that are making that amount of money. And we got to do that just to pass the eval, and we want to do it in a month. Think how crazy that is. How many contracts should you put? Give me a second. Yeah, Apex is 5,000 for the 150. Okay, so it's 5,000 make 9,000. That's 180% that you have to make, and we try to do that in a month. Seriously, if you're a trader that can make 180% a month consistently, you're on the cover of Time magazine, to be honest with you. Hold on. I got to get my brain in gear. I might have a trade. Give me a second. What's the last one? Yes, it is 27. I'm long at 23.50. I'm long at 23.50. I'm trying for 34. My stop will be around 13. It's on a Bulenox account. Oh. Shit. How many times am I going to miss my take profits? Oh, it didn't go yet. Okay, I'm still watching. Should have taken a piece off, but I'm trading small. It's Bernucci. Okay. I'm definitely not sleeping this week. Thanks for telling me, listener Fish, for your time. And good morning. Good morning. Lot size. I've been doing a lot of work with ChatGPT on lot size. I trade the 50K accounts. Yes. The advice that ChatGPT gave me applies strictly to my trading and my my results, my performance, the size of the trades I take, the frequency that I trade. It's based on my trading. But basically, on the 50K account with 2,500 trailing drawdown, it said that under no circumstance really should I be trading larger than a 6 micro if you want it to be sustainable and consistent. Sustainable is the most important word, because it's great that if you trade higher, you trade a 2 mini and you pass the account in 4 days, but is that sustainable? Are you going to be able to continue to trade like that without blowing your accounts eventually? So I would seriously recommend putting in your numbers into ChatGPT and see what it says. But for now, basically, for quick scalping like I do, with about a 70 to 80% success rate during the day. Yeah, 6 micros max. And I add, so that basically means I shouldn't be trading larger than a 3 lot. Yes, that's pretty much all I trade. I trade NQ and gold. But today I'm just focusing on NQ. You know what? Let's take the next trade over here and let's do it for a 3 lot. See, right now my bias has shifted to short. Just based on what the charts are telling me. So now I'm waiting for a short setup. I need a little bit of hey, really? It didn't take. I'm surprised the algo didn't go short yet. I would have thought the algo would have gone short. 9:49. The 15-minute opening range will be established in 1 minute. I'll be looking for a break of that, but I won't be trading it. That's just something I'm still watching. I'm going to get a short trade, but it's not going to be the, hey, good morning, Joker Trades. Are you streaming today? I'm going to get a short trade, but I'm not crazy about it because it's going to be above previous day's close, Friday's close. What can you do? 98.88, 78. I got to get a price better than 78. Okay, I got 80. That's good. Oh, shit. Let's get out a piece. 1, 2, 3. One more. One more. 64. Let's get down to 57. 60. Come on. 57. Give me 57. There's 57. Let me take it out. Take me out. Take me out. Take me out. That's good. Okay. Okay. And now I got a report. Hey, Joker. I got a new protocol. It's the process for the process. You can watch it right now. I'm going to be punished. I got bad news. I ran the process for the process internally. What does that mean? It means I just thought about it. I said internally, anchored, clean click, lot size, mathematically correct, but I didn't click the clicker. It was a good trade, and it worked out. It was a full trigger trade or full trade setup, but again, I did it internal and didn't click the clicker. What's the punishment? Uh-oh. Penalty, 1 hour lockout, 50 push-ups. Holy mother of God. I can't trust the rituals. I can't trust the rules if I skip the ritual. You pick your penalty combo. Want to swap push-ups for a 20-minute walk. The point isn't to punish you, it's to anchor seriousness into the part of your brain that tried to shortcut the system. Also log it as trade 3 with a note. Ritual was internalized. No clicker used. Can you keep track of the errors? And now 9:52. Okay. That sucks, but a 1 hour break. I'll have to do the push-ups later. I'm live streaming. My next trade won't be until 10:52. Oh, sorry guys. This might not make for the most exciting live stream, but it is what it is. What's important is that I get the process internalized. We'll talk about it later, but it's not really relevant. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Let's watch the algo. The algo really didn't take another trade. Is there a problem with the algo? Did it switch off? Because with the algo. No, the algo won't take short trades. The algo only takes short trades under VWAP. VWAP can be a little bit darker. So the algo is waiting for price to get back above the bands. Let's make VWAP a little bit darker. FSF, I'll get to you in a second. Give me a second here. I just want to make the VWAP a little bit darker. Ouch, that's brutal. What can you do? Blue? I don't like blue. Let's go with dark slate blue. Apply. Okay, there we go. Okay. I will. The ever trading queue. Nice. Good morning. Nice. I made $1,200. Cool. What? Wait. What do you mean cool? What size were you trading? You made $1,200. And the market normally opens up. Does it follow the same pattern going up and then going back down? Sorry to laugh. No, the market never does the same pattern over and over and over and over again. If it did, we'd all be millionaires. 3 minis. Well, if that was the scalp, if you're a scalper, that's look. I don't give financial advice. Everything I say is for entertainment. You know the disclaimer. I'm not a licensed professional. Yada yada yada. Seek the advice of a licensed professional. But if I were trading a 100K account, which I did at times, and I've traded 3 contracts, and I've traded much more than that, but I have learned that those sizes are too aggressive. Too aggressive. How much would you have lost if you lost on that trade? That's what you got to look at. Not how much you would. Not how much you made. Okay, I have a short here that I can't take. I can watch. 125 $125 stop loss. Well, that's cool. Okay, the algo is long for a 5 lot. Well, then you hit it out of the ballpark, man. You got almost a 10 to 1 there. Is that okay? A 10 to 1? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be signing up for your trading course. Algo hit a winner. My system hit a loser. Cool. You know what? For now, the algo doesn't use the bands. So I'll remove them. I can always put them back on later. There's a little bit too much coloring. Algo's long again. I can fix that. Put it that low because the price is moving pretty quick down. Cancel. Well, that's what it's all about. I mean, if you did it right, algo took a loss. If you did it right, then that's what it's all about. I call it framing a trade. Imagine your trade is inside a frame, a picture frame. The bottom is your stop loss, the top is your take profit. You want to get in as close to the bottom as possible. So your loss is small and your take profit is at the top of the frame, which is much larger. One thing that I used to say for time-based candles, you know, if you're going to take a break of a high or a low, you want to do it on a small candle, not on a large candle. So if you look at my 1 minute chart over here, if you're taking a break of the low of this candle, well, in order to get the 1-to-1, we got to extend quite a bit. Yeah, it could happen, but we got to extend about 40 points just to get 1-to-1. Now, if we look at the range, the average range of the 1 minute candles right now is 26 points. So you need the average range times 1.5 approximately. On the other hand, if you were to get in on a small candle like this one here, a candle of this size, this little one right here where my cursor is, well, now to get 1-to-1, you just need a little extension. You don't need a big extension. Of course, the location of this candle sucks, but I'm just saying that, you know, if you were to filter out your entries by the candle size as well, if you're using candles for your entries, then it makes it a lot easier to get to your target. I don't know if I said that clearly. I'll try and find you an example. Actually, here's an example. We're touching VWAP. A lot of people like to think there's going to be a VWAP bounce. So if you're going to trade, say, okay, I think there's going to be a VWAP bounce. I'm going to buy if we break the high of the previous candle. And it actually did that on this green candle. We did break the high. And this is a small candle to enter on. So if we did catch a good VWAP bounce and go up to, let's say, 21,369, where the previous day's closes, that would have been a 50-point trade for about a, looks like an 18-point stop loss, which is much better than if you had a large candle, like a 40-point candle, then you would only be getting 1-to-1. So all that to say is try to frame your trades in a way that, yeah, exactly, your stop loss is small. Put it that low because the price is moving down pretty quick. I watched a video with you saying 5 contracts for the 250K account. Are you sure that was me? Because I can't remember myself talking about the 250K account. I'm not really a 250K account kind of a guy, especially to 250K. That's an odd number, but let's go with it. Let's say you're accurate. Yeah, let's say that was me. I'll go with it. I'm an old man. I forget things. Yeah, I revised my numbers. I guess I'm learning like everybody else here. The algo just took another winning trade. I'm learning here, how to manage size properly with these prop accounts, especially with the trailing drawdown. So like I said, I find it strange that I would have talked about a 250K because I've never had one. I've only had 150Ks and 300s. Algo is short, and algo took a loss. That was quick, eh? How was that? Well, like 1 second. So the algo there lost 1 bar, but when it took a profit, it took a 2-bar profit off the Renkos there on the bottom. Let me make them a little bigger. I'd really like to clean up all that All that background coloring. 250K. I don't even know what the drawdown is on that. Let's assume it's 6,000, I'm going to say. Oof. I don't want to be I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but $100 a point, 5 minis. One trade. Sometimes there's these rug pulls when the market just reprices 20, 30 points instantly. Even if you have a stop placed, you'll get slipped. 30 points at $100 a point, you'll lose half of your drawdown in one trade. Nah. I'll tell you what real prop firms do. It's a great example. Real prop firms, a physical prop firm, the kind of prop firm where you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed, get on the bus, and you trade at the prop firm. They don't have an account that they call 150K. They don't even have a drawdown for you. They don't say that you can lose $3,000. What they do tell you is how much you can lose today. And you can't lose a dollar more than that because that's not your money to lose. That's their money. So you really got to be on the ball. So let's say, and stick with me here because I'm going to tie it into online prop firms. So let's say they give you $300 to lose today. And they have a risk manager, physical prop firms, the ones where you take the bus and walk in the door and say hello, to the people there. There's a risk manager. So let's say you have $300 to lose today. If you lost that on one trade, you're going to get a tap on the shoulder, which is, I think, why TopStep calls it shoulder tap. I think they have some part of their broadcast. I think there is something called shoulder tap. But anyways, you'll get a tap on the shoulder, and they'll say, what the hell happened? You lost your daily risk. And your account is shut down, by the way. Not by you, by them. What the hell happened? You lost your daily risk in one trade. You can't do that. You can't put all your eggs in basket onto one trade. You don't have a 100% accurate system. If you did that day after day after day, they'd throw you out pretty quickly. So basically, risking your daily loss limit, not your total, your daily loss limit on one trade, unacceptable. So what is acceptable? Well, if you look at S&P Capital, which they're online, basically they tell you to break up your daily loss limit into 10 or 20 pieces. So let's go, we want to trade aggressive. Let's break it up into 10 pieces. That would be $30. You'd be able to risk, if you're a starting out trader and they gave you $300 to risk in a day, you'd be able to risk $30 per trade. If it's an A+ setup, they'll be okay with you going 2 times. So maybe $60, maybe even $90, maybe risk 30% of your daily loss limit. But that would be it. Now, that'll give you an idea. So there you go. So let's chop. We want to trade aggressive, usually with prop firms. So first step, determine your daily loss limit. On a 250K account, you have $6,000. What do you want to lose in the day? And it's not $6,000. Let me just see if we take a profit here. We got a double entry. Let's go. We got to make a bearish bar. Boom, boom, knocked out. Perfect. Nice winning trade on the algo. So you're following me? You have your max loss or your total drawdown, $6,000. The algo just went short again. I just want to watch it. A bearish bar, it'll get out. That's a dub. That's 2 bars. Not really, because there was a bad entry, but there you go. Got out. Okay, so your total drawdown, you want to cut that into a certain amount of pieces. That's your daily loss limit, and then your daily loss limit, you want to cut that into a certain amount of pieces, and that's your loss limit per trade. I guess that's the best way to go, and then you decide how conservative or how aggressive you want to be. I'll give you an example of where my thinking is. On the 50K account, I set on the PAs, I set my daily loss limit to $275. So let's make it 3 for easy calculating. I have a, excuse me, I have a $2,500 drawdown, so I am risking approximately 1/8 or 12%. So I have $300 to risk, and in general, I'm risking $100 per trade. So I cut my daily risk into 3 trades. I don't know if you followed all that. I don't always explain the best. But basically, take your total drawdown. This is just a starting point. Take your total drawdown, chop it into 5 to 8 pieces. So if your total drawdown is 5,000, divide that by 5, divide that by 8, whatever you decide how aggressive or conservative you want to be. And then from there, cut those individual pieces into 3, 4, or 5, and that's how much you risk per trade. Algo went long because we're over the VWAP here right now. VWAP is the dark blue dashed line on the white chart. Let's see what it does. If it goes and forms another bearish bar, it will add. There we go. Not the greatest add. If it forms a bullish bar, it will get out. Not crazy about this trade. If I was trading it for real, I would have taken a piece off because I can see that the entries were poor, got slipped. The average price on this trade should be lower down. But getting up there. It's getting up there. Ah, it was so close. Go. Push. Push. There we go. Out. So, Sim 101 up $600. Not bad. Not bad. Is my mic on? Yep. Okay, the algo lost a little bit of money here. Let me see. Did the algo's missing entries? James G, good morning. Wait till you hear what I'm working on. You're gonna laugh at me. I'll tell you tomorrow if we go for that coffee. But just to let you see here on my arm, that's part of it, that little dangling thing. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, if we form a bearish bar on the Renko chart on the bottom, the algo will go long, and it'll be a 2-to-1 trade. Going for 2 bars. Going for 2 bars, profit, and 1 bar stop loss. Oops, the only thing that's trading now is the algo. I'm in a timeout. There we go. Okay, we're long. 2 bar, take profit. 1 bar stop loss. But you see what happens though, because of the slippage, it's not really 2 bars, and the stop loss is a little bit more than 1 bar, and I don't like that. I gotta find a way around that. Gotta find a way to fix that. But it all happens so fast. Emergency pizza button. Yeah, it is. Clicking pizza. Okay, it'd be nice if the algo takes a winning trade here, right? Getting up there. 100, 103. There we go. Take profit. Very good. That's what I like to see. My TopStep charts are long. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a move up. $22.15. I might add on the Bulenox account. Done for the day. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to check in. I was busy working on my thing. I'm sorry. Did you do good? Was it green? All green. Way to go. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to rotate my accounts more aggressively. Um, Maybe even just it's going to be like on a almost on a 1 trade rotation. And if I get through all of them, then I will recycle if I want to take another trade. But I think that's going to be a good idea. It'll keep me from winning a lot. Oh, yes, obviously, but also keep me from losing too much on any account. So yeah, I think I'm going to try that. So I did the PA in the apex. That was with copy trading. Nice move up. The next trade I take will be on a different PA with a different apex with a different eval. See how it goes. I'll go as long. This is the trade that's a little bit riskier. Takes a little bit more risk. I know that because we're not right on the price channel, and then it's going to add. And it will stop out if there is a third bar, which I just took on my Bulenox account, which is a great trade because for me it's only 1 bar risk. Get out. I lost less than 1 bar. Perfect. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of that bar coloring. It's getting on my nerves. I think it's a little too much. Strategy builder. Man, do you know what was wrong with my computer? Yeah, I was there for that. Between the CPU and the cooler. Peel off before. Yeah, I was there in the beginning. So your computer was probably overheating. Hey, you're lucky that didn't melt. I hope they're smart enough to not put something that could potentially melt. Where do we do the coloring? Here. You know what? Let's just change, remove, add, drawing. Okay, yeah, overheating. All the problems came because of that. Well, at least you figured it out. Arrow up. Yeah, let's go with arrow up. Let's make it cornflower blue. Dark slate blue is good. Tag. Bars to go. 0. 1. Set. Price. Low. Tick. Tick. Minus 28. 7 points under. Okay. Okay, that's good. And remove. Add. I'm almost done, guys. Drawing. Arrow down. Red I don't like. Let's make it darker. Let's go with fire brick. Looks too 50-50. Good luck extension. Yeah, I'm kind of taking it easy right now. Not looking to jump into any trades. I'm going to take a look, see what's happening just as soon as I code this. High, ticks. I just want to get rid of that background. So, okay, compile. We're done. Too much background noise on that Renko chart. Take care, OFT. Talk tomorrow. Yeah. That's all I do. I'm just a scalper. I should have a song that does that. Write a song. I'm just a scalper. Okay, I'm back in the saddle. When this bar closes, I'm curious to see if it's going to draw an arrow. It should. I don't like the color of the VWAP though, to be honest with you. It's too dark. I always use like a lighter blue. I'm not going to recognize it as VWAP. Got to stick with what we know. Cornflower blue was a little too bright, but royal blue, medium slate blue. Where's cornflower blue? That's bright. Slate blue. Dark. No, go with slate blue. Slate blue always works. Still blue, but not too blue. Missed a lot of good trades. It's too bad. Could have been a really good day for me. But it's okay. Working on a new process. And what's important is that that process gets cemented. That's weird. But anyways, I won't even question it. I'm keeping my brain hydrated with water. That's odd that it didn't take a long trade over here. I guess it's true. I understand why. It doesn't look back. It should have looked back. I almost have to remove the real time. What are we at? Only 388. Is that it? Seriously? Let me see if I can get into this trade. If I can get in under 64. I missed it. It's too bad. Ah, there's the arrows. That's weird. Oh, I get it. It's not far down enough. I'm back. Did you go fishing? If ever I come down to Florida with a name like Fishing Slot Florida, you're going to have to take me fishing. If I'm lucky, you run a charter. Enter long. Okay, I hope I didn't screw up the algo. Compile. No, I'm not in Florida. I'm in a much worse place. I am in Quebec, Canada, where you still need to wear a sweater if you want to go outside. It's freezing. I'm cold now. I had a sweater, took it off. I'm on TikTok. Went viral for fishing. I have over 1,000 spots in Florida. Sorry, getting off topic. No, it's fine. There's no topic. Fishing is a topic. I really don't really go anymore, but I used to be a regular Mr. Fisherman. I used to go fishing every weekend. A while ago, but nonetheless, I can watch and talk. Gold's along over here at 3398 with an add at 3397 and a stop at 3396. Nice. All my friends have charters, love fishing, but got into trading because I have really bad back problems and need surgery. Jesus, you sound like me. You sound like me. With the back. I got cervical stenosis. Cervical, meaning in the neck. And stenosis, well, basically it's where the discs and calcium or whatever it is presses on your spinal cord. For the $100,000 account, I made 1236. That's excellent. Most important, are you a subscriber? Did you click the subscribe button? Or are you already a subscriber? Hell yeah. I don't know what the hell, yeah. Still a growing channel. Got a Discord. There's a link in the description, but it's a baby Discord with not much on it yet. Working to build it out. Cool. Working to build it out. And eventually, if I like, the way my algos work and my indicators, I'll post them in there also. The only problem is my coding is a little weak and there's errors. And okay, I'm going to make a prediction. I predict you're over 40 years old. Tell me if I'm right. And then I'll tell you why I made that prediction. Well, I'm missing all the trades. Not your fault, but. Oh, really? Why I made that prediction? Because in the stats on YouTube, you guru, you. Ah, no, shut up, James. You know why. In the stats in YouTube, it says that 98% of my viewers are 40 years old or over. So I went with a 98% accuracy on that prediction. And yet, I was wrong. Which, if I'm going to relate that to trading, it shows you that no matter what you're trading, you can always have losses. The market can always just turn on you and do something else. My setups have 70% accurate profit targets, 70%, but that's not 100%. People sometimes misinterpret that and think, hey, 70%, how come it didn't hit? Well, that's because there's a 30% chance of loss. get a bag and put 100 marbles in there, 30 black ones and 70 white. You're going to be pulling black marbles out of the bag. You're not only going to be pulling white marbles. 70%, people just assume, it's close to 100, it's going to be 100. No, only 100% is 100%. Well, James, you made me in the mood for pizza today. Almost in the mood to go. Market slowed down. No new trade setups yet. It's funny, every Costco trip is expensive, not just yesterday's. You know what? I think this will be a killer system if I apply it to gold. Oh yeah. I think our record at Costco, like for groceries and regular stuff like that. Wow, the sim is really coming down. I think it was just under $600. For regular stuff. If you buy patio furniture for $1,200, it's a different story. I'm just saying, the regular get out a shopping cart and go do your order type of thing. Okay, well, there's a trade here. I'm going to try and take it for a three lot if I can. Under 99. Oh, under 400. Oh, yeah. Let me make it a little louder. Uh, okay, yeah. I was on the phone there for a second. There we go. Let's see if I got in at 97.75. The entry was at 99. Do I love this trade? Not really. Did I have a reason not to take it? Yeah. We're just under 400. That's a round number. But I did get triggered in on my TopStep chart, so hopefully it'll work out. I like trades to work out quickly. This one's not. So I'm already thinking to lighten up in size. Problem is I'm at my add point, which is 92. So let me add, and hopefully it doesn't go against me right away and stop me out for full. And it stopped me out for a full. Okay. Wow. It's a good thing I got out when I did, eh? Okay, rotate accounts. That's what I said I'm going to do. Yeah, well, I guess that's what I get for taking a trade right at the 400. Looking for 71 entry if we get up there. Close, 68. We're trying. It's going to be just over previous day's close. Another bad location. Let's see if we can get up to 78 bid. 71, 72, 73, 75. A little higher. I'll go back down. 74, 75, 76, 77. That's close enough for a two lot. After, now I'm looking for 85 on the last piece. I'll even put it in. Sell limit to 84.50 is good enough. Let's see if we get up there. Push 84.50. Let's go. 77 at 7 points. We've got 23-point range in the 1 minute candles. We can easily give a little bit of a spurt. My stop is at 64. Well, that's a shame for that losing trade, but again, I guess it's kind of good that I didn't get massacred. Looks like they're going to stop me out on the second piece. Oh well. Okay, kind of like a break-even trade. Watch for the next one. Mm. It would be good if we can break away from the previous day's close. Let's take a quick, wow, look at that rocket, that moonshot on the open, eh? 15 minutes, not that pretty of a looking chart. Let's take a look for me here on the 5 minute and the ES on the 5 minute. And Q is looking stronger, relatively stronger. And the daily. Well, we have a shooting star and then I think an inverted hammer. Or a hammer. Sorry, not inverted hammer. Broke the high of the previous day but came right back in. I would be thinking that we are going to trade higher at some point in the afternoon. But right now, I guess, unfortunately, I'm kind of looking for a short setup because my charts rotated short. Hey, good morning, Omnius. Sorry I didn't have time to check in. I'm working on something new today and it's requiring all my mental energy. It's to help me stay disciplined. Fighting with discipline too much. Gotta fix it. I create my process, but then I don't respect it. I don't follow it. So I created a process for the process. Believe it or not. And for someone like me who's a quick scalper, that's time consuming because I got to run all that in through the brain while I'm trying to locate trades fast. But you know what? Went not bad today. Made a couple of mistakes. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm shivering here. Hey, Omnius, look, we got another guy here from Florida, fishing slot Florida. No, I got some red down there. I'm sorry to laugh at that, but that's funny. I don't even trade on the 1 minute. I trade on faster charts. You just don't see them. But yeah, that's up there. That's the 1 minute. We don't look at the red. Yeah. Well, I'm rotating accounts, so I'm going to get back to it. Yeah, here's the 15 minute. The 15 minute is white. I color code it so I don't make a mistake by accident. I color code it. That's why here also gold. Gold is gray. When all your charts are the same color, it's too easy to forget if you didn't switch over and then you make a decision based on the chart. You think you're on this one or that one. Crude on the bottom, blue, gold. Oh wow, I didn't color gold. This NQ, this NQ, this NQ. Not sure if I need this one anymore. I don't think I'm going to be doing this anymore. Let's get rid of it. Not interested. How did the opening drive do today? The opening drive probably killed it. Yeah. Okay, let's get back over here. Yeah, I don't mostly trade on time charts. The 1 minute, I watch the 1 minute. I make some decisions on the 1 minute. Right now, the 1 minute is bullish because we're over VWAP. We're over the bands. We didn't get below the lower band. Making higher highs. Not crazy about this lower low right here, swing low, but it was a wick. It really wasn't a close below it, so still bullish, but the white dash line is the previous day's close, and we're pretty much sucking onto it. You know what I mean? It's like a magnet. We're just trading above it, below it, above it, below it. So we're not breaking away from it. So right now it's a red day. 20 seconds later, it's a green day compared to the previous day's close. But what did we do? We opened red. So we went from red to green, then went red, then went green. Now we're kind of red, green, red, green. We'll see who wins the battle. James, you didn't answer me. You want to maybe go to shit, I don't have a car again. The car is not available. Yeah, well, there's two trades with the gap. There's the gap and go, meaning it gaps and it continues. I'm back. Yes. I don't know what the yes is. No, I don't. Well, it depends what you mean. I mean, I put statistics to everything. Statistically, do you fill the gap? I think it depends. Coffee? No. Pizza. I think fish in Florida. I think it depends. You have a name? Fish and slot. I mean, I know you have a name. Can I? Fish and slot, Florida. It's so long to say. It's like a tongue twister. Can I call you? Can I call you by your name? It'll make my life easier. You can make one up. It doesn't matter. First name. I'm sure there's a million people with that name. Millions of people with that name. You're not identifying yourself. Mario. Okay, Mario. Much better. Want to go to Florida? Yeah, I want to go to Florida, James. I want to live in Florida. No, I want to go to Cocobec. I need a Cocobec pizza. Yeah, Mario. From what I've seen in my years of trading, it basically depends on how far away the gap is. When I've seen people run stats, if the gap is if you're close, if the open is near the gap, there's a high probability the gap gets filled. I can't define what near is. You'd have to do some research. I don't even know because I don't follow it that closely. But I know that was the theory. And the other theory was if the open is far from the previous close, if it's a wide gap, there's a much lower probability that it gets filled and a much higher probability that it's a gap and go, that we continue in the direction of the gap. But like I said, what defines near and far? I don't remember. At the time, actually, that research might have been based on points, but now, and it might have been done when NQ was at 11,000, so it's kind of irrelevant. Percentage would probably be better, maybe a 1% gap, 2% gap, or if it's less than 1% gap, you can assume that it's going to be filled, stuff like that. Pack your Speedo. It's getting a little warm now down there. Pack your Speedo. We're going to scare the sharks. Not getting any setups except gold is killing it. Oh, yeah, James. That's what I was saying. I don't have a car again today. And I don't think I'm going to have one tomorrow, so VIP. It's too much for you to drive and then to go to the restaurant. It's too far. It's 20 minutes here, 20 minutes to the restaurant. It's 40 minutes. Then 20 minutes to bring me back, 20 minutes back to your place, another 40 minutes. It's almost an hour and a half of driving. It's like driving to Ottawa. Coffee. Yeah, if you're saying it's warm outside, or maybe you're talking about Florida. I was just going to say the algo is going to go long. Let's watch the algo trade. Should I take it? Maybe I'll take it. Let me see if I can get a better price. I'll take it for... 3 lot is good. What's the algo? The algo's long 5. I'll take a 3 lot if I can get a better price. There we go. That's a better price. Yeah, I'll go. We'll add. Where am I taking it? I am taking it. Why am I showing a line here? Okay, we got some craziness on the chart. That's interesting. 21,307, 307. VWAP is the same. 394, 426. How do you figure? I have different previous day highs and different previous day closes on Bulenox and on Apex. Now the close, okay, it could be using a different time, but the high, how does it have a different high? Okay, there's the ad. Let's see if we can get up to, what price do we have to get up to? 76. That's 10 points. 68, 67, 63. Wrong way. Stop is at 76. Sorry, not 70. What's 70? 52. Yeah, James, coffee. Sorry. Do I want to go for coffee? Hold on. Let me just get out of this trade. 72, 73, 72, 74. Got out at 74. Okay, cool. That was good. I don't know. Give me maybe another half an hour, and then we'll see. I'll give you a call and we'll see what we do. Come on, give me a better price than 78. Don't run away. Come back down to 77. That was close. That was 78. I want to get in on the long. Gotta fight for price. Shit, I missed it. Oh well. What are we doing on the sim? The sim is at 344. Sim means simulation. Getting back up to 21,400. Are there going to be stops there? And it's going to run higher. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. 92 on the offer. 90. I think we're going to see 96, 97. That's just my thought. But first, let's get over 92. 92, come on, get over 92 and hold. 91.75, back down to 90. Oh, 93, there we go, 93. Now we're going to see 96, 94 on the offer, 95, 96, 97, there you go. Yeah, it's funny, gold's at 3,400 and MNQ 21,400, both of them at 400. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Okay, missed a good trade to the upside. Let's see if the algo takes another trade. Just to let you guys know, a good day for the algo is about $1,000. Like that's a really good day. Um, I would say a regular day on the downside, $300. Excuse me, like $300 red. But we're gonna watch it. I like this algo. I like the way it's designed. It trades frequently. I'm gonna run it probably at night also. Okay, my gold chart I'm gonna close. I'm watching a gold chart on another screen, and it's tempting me, but I don't want to take a gold trade. I just want to focus on NQ. Besides, it's late for gold. It's 11 o'clock. That's it. Gold's gone to sleep for the rest of the session. Come back at 9 p.m. tonight. I'm out of coffee. Looking. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a bit of a retrace. I should put up a 3-minute chart. I'm going to get back up a 3-minute chart over here. Duplicate a new tab. I'll be back in a cell. Let's make this 3 minutes. Days to load. Not 3-minute, 3. Okay, we're going to have to change the color so we don't make a mistake. Oh, that was a fast stop out on that. on the algo. What did that bring? That brought Sim 101 down into the red. Whoa. Okay. Can't win them all. I don't know if I want to. Let's remove the swing. I want to clean up the chart a little bit. So remove. Clean it up a little bit. The 3 minute. Well, you called that one well, Mario. Seems like you caught that. 11:03. Let's get on the 1 minute chart. Looks like you caught that before it actually happened. Yes, you did. You called. I guess you were selling the double top, which is not bad because it's an internal high, and you can set a pretty tight stop over there also. That looks like it was an excellent trade. I'll get a long setup at 78. Let me run the math. 82, around 92. I'll get a long setup. Unless we dip lower. Then that number changes. And it already changed because we went lower. Get my hand on the thing. What size? 3. Okay, come on. I'm due for a winner. 85. Let's get up to 92. Around 78, I'll add. Reduce risk a little bit. What did I say I want to get up to? 92. I think at 92, I'm taking it all off. There we go. 91.75. Excellent. I wanted to bank a winner. Okay, let's get back on track here. That was good. That was good. I'm happy. I was happy with that. I'd like if I had more coffee here. I don't. I guess I'll just drink my water. So I'm not going to lose more than one trade in a PA account. So I have one PA account that's red. So I don't mind the evals losing, but the PA's only once. So I'm rotating. There's still a little bit of time. It's 11:10. I rotated now. We'll do the other PA account. Next trades I'm looking for are going to be shorts. Believe it or not, we've gotten under the previous day's close again. Damn, I hit my max drawdown. Does that mean the account is over? Wait, you said you were back in a sell. Mario, you were in a short at 11:03. Here, right at the top, double top. If what you're telling me is that you were in a large profit and then the trailing drawdown took you out over here. If you're looking at the 1 minute chart, uh, then yeah, you. I don't mean to laugh again, but like I said, remember the word I gave you before, sustainable. You will have successes with large size, and those numbers will look delicious, but it's not sustainable. I'm going to go lie down. Okay, James, we'll talk later. Can I call you, James, or you're going to go to sleep? You don't want to be bothered. Let's say at 11:45. Oh, you know what, James? Go to bed or lie down, whatever. Yeah, we're not going to do anything today. We'll try tomorrow. My wife's going to be calling me soon, and I got a couple things I got to take care of. And if I tell her instead I'm going for coffee, she'll hang me by my nuts. Yeah, Mario, you got to watch your size. It's a lesson that everyone has to learn, but you got to watch your size. There's like a bunch of things that you need to break down. Like I said, you got to break down your overall loss into units, and then those units, that's how much you can lose in a day. That's from your overall drawdown. Then once you know how much you can lose in a day, you got to cut that into pieces, and that's how much you can lose in a trade. You can base it on, how fast you want to make it to target. That can, be something that gives you some guidance. If you want, I don't mind. I mean, if you want to organize a time when you go into Discord, I can, show you how to structure it. Quick, 5-10 minutes. And then you run the numbers and you make modifications and adjustments in ways that, suit your personality and make you happy. What I would show you isn't something, it's not a holy grail and it's not something you follow. Everything you do, you have to make your own. Really what it is just entertainment and education, but it's a starting point of how to structure and determine what size you should be trading. Okay, this is the 3 minute chart. I want a Donchian channel. Dungeon channel 20. No, I want 4. Yeah, those are good. And I need I'll make it light gray, just a little bit lighter than black. Chart background. Let's go with slate gray. Yeah, it's enough. Not going to reference this chart much. Long, 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 long. Sell, sell, sell. Okay, couple of trades there. Okay, let's get back to business. In the meantime, I didn't miss anything, to be honest with you. I'm looking at my charts here. The moves have been just enough to keep me out of trades. Markets trade lower by what, 50 points? That changes my bias to wanting to take shorts, but before it gives me a setup, goes back up by 50 points and change my bias long. My bias is long now. No coffee, drinking water, hydrating my brain. Okay, that's a little bit of a retrace. This is what I'm looking for. The algo will take a trade if we dip down a little bit more, form a bearish bar. Wow, the algo is down. That's terrible. The algo was up $600 today. But that's what's going to help me decide how far to ride the algo. Okay, see, that's a better price. That's what I like to see. That's a 5 lot. Target's going to be around 401, 83, 17 points. So it'll be a 170-point winner if it can hit. But if we form another bearish bar, it's going to go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a 3 lot on this, but for a much better price. I'm going to wait and see if it can form another bearish bar. If not, I'll let it go. Let it go. Don't have to be. Don't have to get in on every trade. Wait for the ones that are mathematically correct. Mic is on. Got to keep checking because it's so easy to forget. How was your day? Sorry, I didn't hear. On the door? Ah, okay, okay. Waiting for a long. I'm laughing. Joker's saying he's short bias. I'm waiting for a long. What price is the long at? Boy, there's so many prices here. I think it's like 375, somewhere around there. Yeah, that would make sense. Whoa! Someone dropped their phone in my house. Come on, let's get a bit of a bounce. I'm long at 76. Come on, get over the 80s. Get over the 80s. There we go, over the 80s. I'm happy. Yeah, I was just writing to Joker Trade. Sorry. There we go. That's a nice one on Sim. Bring Sim into profit. Did I miss a trade? No, I didn't. 92. I'm long at 91. Better. Better price. 85. I'll add. 87. 86. That's the 85 add. So I'm long at 86 and a quarter now only, and I'm looking for 99. Ouch. Hopefully we can get up to 99 and I'll be happy with this trade. It doesn't look like it copy traded. I gotta see why. Positions. Nope, didn't copy trade. Why didn't it copy trade? Okay. No, should have copy traded. I don't know. To be honest with you, that should have copy traded. I don't know why it didn't. The algo just went long a 5 lot. We'll see how that one does. Let's see if we can get in at a better price than the algo. Okay, that was another good trade. Okay, waiting for the next trade. Watching Sim 101 up 292. That was a nice. That was a nice one. Made a couple of good trades there. Sounds good. Everything spoken verbally out loud. Sounds good. Oh, there's a trade set up right now. I see. Let me hang up and I'll let you know. Laughing. Okay, so where are we with these shitty glasses? I can't even see. And my water. Um, Algo is saying short by the hour right there, but we are above VWAP. The algo doesn't take short trades above VWAP. So algo's in wait and see mode. Next. Wow. MES now, ES is relatively stronger than NQ. That's surprising. It's relatively weaker, but relatively stronger. On the overall big picture, it's relatively weaker, but at the moment, it's relatively stronger. So higher time frame, relatively weaker. Shorter time frame, relatively stronger. So right now, NQ is experiencing relative weakness. We are breaking below the 1 minute chart. I'm looking here. We're breaking below the previous day's close. Well, we're still just trading on it. You know what? Usually I draw a range and I'm going to put that in because we're really sticking inside this range here, which is on the previous day's close. We're not breaking away from it. I've seen this. Boy, this happened last week. It was disastrous. And if anything, I'll potentially get a short trade on the TopStep charts. I didn't trade TopStep today. I did trade Bulenox. Bulenox is up 298 on one account and $16 on the other. That's it. And I have those two accounts red. The PA I won't touch anymore. PAs will not have more than one loss in a day. But I can try and get that Apex account green. We can trade copy onto two different and to do different and see. Let's go into the positions thing and just make sure. Looking to go short, to be honest with you. Um, Problem. What's the problem with this trade? What's the reason not to take the trade? Because the short entry will probably be right around the low end of this range over here, and that's kind of a shitty place to take the trade. So what would be a good trade? What would be a nice looking trade? A nice looking trade would be to get an extension candle, come down here, then a bit of a retrace to just touch that zone and continuation back down, touch VWAP. That would be a much prettier trade. Does it mean it'll happen? Nope. At 11:30, 12 points of volatility, 12 points of range on the 1 minute chart. That's nothing spectacular. I have a headache. Uh, 3 minute is short, so let's see. We might be getting a little bit of short action here now. Now I need to see some continuation back down to 64. And then I got to decide if I want to enter that trade. And I'm really not sure if I do because it's really not at a good location. Problem is, it's coming to the end of the day. I mean, for me, lunchtime, the end of my trading. Do I squeak in another trade or do I avoid it? Last time when there was a trade, I think it was at the 400, and I said that's not a good place to take a long. I paid the price, eh? Took a loss. Anyways, price is still 64. Let's get down to 64. In order to get there, we got to break the 70s. Well, it could go. It could shoot lower. I'll take it, but I'm gonna ask for a better price. What does that mean? That means I'm not going to accept 64. I'm going to try and get short around 68, 69 after it triggers. I'll let you know when it triggers. It just triggered. Now let's see if we can get 67, 65. Okay, I'll take 67, 67, 75. I was going to make it a little bit bigger. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Okay. Okay, guys, we got anything worth looking at? Maybe a short. What a surprise! We've moved back into the into that range. Let me extend the time properties. Let's get it going to 11:59 because Lovely Ninja doesn't have an option for it to extend out on its own. You have to tell it to what time. I don't know how they came out with features like that. Do we break out to the upside? To the upside. I know a lot of people were talking short, but we're above VWAP. We didn't really get many lower swing lows. We got some lower swing highs. Anyways, but we're still in that range, not going anywhere fast. Where's Sim 101 up 196? Oh yeah, it's not gonna take. It's not gonna take any short trades. It's gonna take a long trade. Hey, good morning. What chip? Running a new algo, and a new process. The process for the process. As weird as it sounds. And drinking water. Did you trade today? Green, red? I'm working on. I don't know if discipline is the right word to use, but I'm red right now. A few. Discipline, is discipline the right word? Well, I mean, you know what I do. I oversize sometimes. Sometimes I don't take my stop loss. You've seen my fuck ups. If anyone has seen them, you've seen them. So I'm working on not fucking up anymore. And so I don't know if you want to call it journaling, or I'm calling it, for whatever, for lack of a better word, my process for my process. So uh, I'm involving ChatGPT, believe it or not. I'm going over my trades after I complete them with ChatGPT. I know it sounds odd, but I've given all my rules and my sizing, so it knows what I'm supposed to be trading. I mean, it's not following on the charts, but After a trade, I report it, and also to make sure that I don't forget to follow my rules, that my brain doesn't shut down and run on autopilot. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? I don't want you to laugh too hard. A clicker, a physical anchor to before you take the trade, or actually the exact moment I take the trade, just to confirm that my brain is working and my brain is making logical decisions and following the plan, not running on autopilot and chasing a trade because it's running and I think I can make money, or no impulsive emotional decisions. So I forgot today one time. My punishment was a half an hour no trading. I took it. I didn't trade for the half an hour, and 50 push-ups, which I was supposed to do during that half an hour. And that was only a no clicker. But I need to say, I forget the word. They're using a weird word, and it's, I forget. Oh, anchor. I need to say the word anchor and click at the same time to get the brain functioning, make sure the brain is online. And then I got to, once the trade is complete and I'm in it, I have to call out my size and call out that it's mathematically correct. So that first punishment, I did it all. I did the anchor, I did the call out, 3-lot mathematically correct. I just forgot the clicker. And then, of course, I reported it to ChatGPT. That was what they call for this one. There's 4 levels of punishment. This was a level 2, half an hour, no trading, and 50 push-ups. But then just before you showed up, I took a trade. Didn't do any of the call-outs and didn't do the clicker. Just completely forgot. Like muscle memory took over. So now that's tier 4. That's not doing the process for the process, and that's running on autopilot, and that's what's getting me into trouble. So now my punishment is 100 push-ups. So I got 150. Woo! That's going to be a lot. I'm going to have sore arms tomorrow. And no more trading for today. So that's it. I'm not touching my mouse. No more trading. And I don't know, my kids kind of think it's kind of weird, but whatever. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, at least I tried, right? And then I'll have to find another. But I know my trading is solid. I know my numbers will be green every day if I can just follow my goddamn process. And I'm being self-destructive. I'm self-sabotaging myself all the time. And I got to get it to stop. There's no 2 ways about it. It has to stop. And for me, I think ChatGPT is a perfect resource. So I worked with it to come up with this process for the process, and it was involving my son. And then I thought about it, and I said, my son, he's probably not going to want to do it with me, and stuff like that. So I said, hey, wait a minute. Why don't I just use ChatGPT as my coach? It's like having a coach over my shoulder. All I got to do is press the mic button and I can talk to it. I don't even have to type. Have a rubber band on the same wrist, and for every bad trade, snap that band hard. No, I like this better because this makes sure my brain stays online. What happens is my emotional fight or flight, all that takes over, and I gotta shut it down. I got to make sure the front of my brain there, the prefrontal cortex, stays online and is always thinking. Too many times I'm doing stuff and I say, holy shit, how did that happen? I don't know if you remember last week, first 5-minute fair value gap in a long time. Open up my chart here. Yeah. Last week I was talking to you about sizing. And I went over my results with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said, don't take over, 6-lot max. I mean, if you really want to push it, 8 micros. We came up with another plan for aggressive trading, and that was 1 mini. That was like an experiment, but, that's 10 micros max. And as I'm saying this and saying I'm committing to it, I swear to God, I think you were there. I got into a trade, and I was long 16 minis micros, 16 micros. And I didn't even get to my add point yet. I said, holy shit. Like my brain isn't even working. I'm just automatically doing things based on some subconscious routine. So yeah, I gotta break it. That's my experiment. If I had to grade how well it went today, I'd say 55, 60%. I forgot twice out of about 5 trades or something. I have a long here. Can't take it. Did I hear you say, yeah, I got to do 150 push-ups today? I could probably do, yeah. If you guys aren't laughing your heads off, I would stand up and if you would see my physique. That's probably 20 sessions of 8 push-ups at a time. Video or it didn't happen. No, it's gonna happen. You just missed my whole spiel. I got to do this. I got to break my pattern of breaking my rules, and that's the consequences that were established. And I broke my rules again today. One time was because I forgot, and one time I just broke them. I think I sort of chose to break it. The second time, it was a complete forget, and that's the one that came with the 100 push-ups, because I can't be forgetting. I can't run on autopilot anymore. I got to be always thinking what I'm doing. I don't even know if you know if you get what I mean, though. I mean, of course, we're always thinking what we're doing. We can't click the mouse without thinking, but what I mean is really consciously thinking, knowing exactly what I'm doing. Okay, here's my setup. I'm supposed to take a 3-lot. I'm taking a 3-lot. Knowing exactly, not just click, which is what I do a lot because I'm looking at a lot of charts and I have multiple setups. So I'll see a setup, but it's moved already 10 points in its favor, but I still get in. Or it's stopped out, but I still get in. Or my actual really disaster trade. Oh, Omnius, did you see my clicker? That's also part of the process. The process for the process. Like training an animal. I got to break the subconscious routine that's going on in my brain. We'll see how it goes. Again, I gave myself a 65%, about 55, 65. I don't know. There's no exact way to grade this, but I'm still, even though that's a low mark, I'm happy how it went. I'm happy I'm happy with what I saw, what it did to me, and it required me to think as I'm trading. To say, okay, this is a setup. I want a better price. If I can get a better price, I'll enter. That gives me a better risk profile on this trade. If I don't get a better price, I'm not going to take it. How's it going? That's it. I broke my rule again. If you missed it, Fish in Florida, Mario. So these are my results. I'm just going to let the algo, the bot, take one more trade just to see for the fun of it. I like the fact that we're breaking higher, getting up to the previous day's high. Oh, it's true. I had to check why we have different results. How is that even possible? That's how it's possible. Not loading enough data. That's a problem. We can't have that happen. Days to load. We got to load 4 days then. Minimum 4 days. Now it'll realign. Loading. Are you serious? You're calling this the previous day, the Sunday? Anyways. Who knows? We'll let it fix another time. Don't have to fix it now. Tomorrow will be better. This is 4 days here. So anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I kind of broke a rule again because I forgot to do my routine. Things to load. 4. So I'll watch a little bit, let the algo take one more trade when we get a bearish bar on the Renko chart there, the white chart. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And then we'll close it down. I mean, we're coming up to 12 o'clock. Oh, no. The algo's done. The algo's done. 8:46 to 11:46. You see my mouse over here? 11:46. That's cutoff time. So the algo ends with plus 196. I'm pretty sure I blew both my 250 accounts. I forgot who you're trading with. A lot of firms have daily loss limits, and it's what they call a soft breach, not a hard breach. You don't lose the account. You just are prevented from trading for the rest of the day. Maybe you told me who you traded with. I forget. Get used to me forgetting things. I'm gonna ask you your name again tomorrow. Apex for the 250K accounts. Yeah, no, Apex doesn't have what do you call it? Daily loss limits that are soft breaches. So yeah, if you got that administrator only type of message, then yeah, those counts are gone. Honestly, again, I can't tell people what to do. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, entertainment only. I don't see why you would need the 250K accounts. I can't. My kids trade and they also go for the 150K account. I just don't see a logical reason. Seriously. Look, I'm going to look at the camera. Get the 50K account. $2,500 drawdown, $3,000 target. Oh yeah, but I want the bigger drawdown. I want the 17 contracts. You can do it with the 50K account. Scale. Make $3,000 and then start trading a little larger and make $6,000 and start trading a little larger. Trust me, you don't need to have more. The 50K account gives you 10 minis. You don't need to trade ever more than that. That's $200 a point. That's some serious trading. And then you can get more accounts. I see the chat going. It's over there. I'm going to get to it. Then you can get more accounts and you can copy trade. Start off small. Make on a 50K account. I told you how I do it. I divide. Well, I'm not going to go the long route. PDLL, my personal daily loss limit, which I set, is $275 or $300 for easy purposes on the 50K account. I can't lose more than $300 in a day. And I trade approximately, as you can see, I try to risk about $100 per trade and try to make about $100 per trade. And I'm supposed to be up to 200 or 300 on those accounts. But I was doing a new process today and it was a little slower and it was whatever. But just make your $200 or $300 a day, get the target in 10 days, and then rinse and repeat. Don't blow an account. And I got to tell you, still looking at the camera, Apex has a rule. Once you get the funded, you can't lose more than 30% of your balance anyways. Did you hear that? So if you're going to lose more than 30% of your balance, you're going to get denied at payout. So you can't go down 50% and then revenge trade and try to make it back up, because even if you make it back up, you're going to get denied. So you have to have a personal daily loss limit. You got to set it anyways. They say 30%, which is cutting your total drawdown into about 3 parts, 3 1/3. But anyways, let's make it simple, 3 parts. I cut my drawdown into about 8 parts, so much more conservative. And you don't need more than that. Run the numbers, work on a spreadsheet. Trading is hard. Trading requires work and effort. It's not just clicking buttons. Not financial advice. Thanks for the support. Entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor. consult a financial advisor, trade on demo only. Now let's go see what all those messages were. The biological reason was I paid like $17 for them. That's the trap, and that's how they make money. Everybody says, it's only $16. I can blow it. I can blow it. I can blow it. I can blow it. That's the trap. You're developing bad habits. Logical. I get you. Can I ask you a question? Let's say for the $100,000 account, I have 12 different contracts that I can place. Am I allowed to place under the 12? Can you trade less than 12? If that's your question, of course, you can trade anything. Go to micros. If you have 12 minis, you can trade 120 micros, so you can trade at any amount you want. I mean, I'm trading the 50Ks. If you were watching, I was taking 3 micros, 4 micros. That's not even 1 mini. It's a third of 1 mini. And just to let you know, if I don't remember if I told you, I ran my numbers through ChatGPT, and we worked on a couple of scenarios, but in no scenario did it have me trading more than 1 mini or 10 micros. That was the super aggressive. I want to go for it, and I want to hit target in 2-3 days. So the maximum it calculated was I can do 1 mini or 10 micros. And for regular sustainable, that's not sustainable, by the way. That's going for it with the evals. For sustainable trading, it was 6 micros max. Otherwise, you're going to hit your drawdown. It's going to come. And you're going to keep losing accounts. Yeah, you can trade any amount of contracts you want. The only thing, no, of course, it can be less. You shouldn't even be trading the max size. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade on demo only. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous to trade max size. You're going to blow it every day, all day long. You're just going to be blowing accounts and buying new accounts all the time. Switch the micros, trade less. To be honest with you, Apex, it's true. Apex had a video out. It was a long time ago, I remember. And they said that they give you those amount of contracts as bait to see who takes the bait, because whoever takes the bait is a bad trader. You shouldn't be trading that size. Okay, with that being said, not sure. I didn't speak with Joker. You can trade the max or less. Yeah, of course. Wow, did I respond so unclearly that yes, I have to clear it up? Do I speak that poorly? Oh my God. I'm not sure if I am co-streaming tonight. I didn't speak with Joker about it. I was on his stream for a bit. I don't even know if he's streaming anymore. He probably is, since he didn't show up over here. I should go check. Bum, 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 bum. I lost my train of thought. I'll be streaming tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. tomorrow with my clicker. You guys can laugh at me. I don't care. What matters is results. And I'll check in with Joker and seeing we broke above that. Broke above the previous day's high, eh? I'm still confused as to why the previous day's high is different on two different charts. 16, 17. I'm thinking it's because of Sunday. But no, previous day's high doesn't go there. So, uh, okay. The loading on Bulenox, it didn't load the data. Castanets, no. Clicker. You know, the things you use to train animals. You see, say, give me your paw. Then it gives you your paw, you give it a treat, and you do a click. Two of them for $5 on Amazon. With the wristband. Put on some of that Latin music you like and start snapping away. Well, I do have two of them, man. I can do it. Thanks for the idea. I'm going to do it. Not now. I'm going now. My day is done. But, yeah. Thanks for the idea. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know what to eat. I'm supposed to be eating. You want to know what I'm supposed to be eating? Oh, and I got 150 push-ups to do. Shit, damn. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese. That's what I'm supposed to be eating. My wife keeps tapping on my belly and saying, "Yeah, if you want to lose it, you gotta do what you gotta do." Why is Mother Nature so cruel that everything delicious is bad for you? What kind of evil practical joke is that? Fuck, if broccoli's so good for you, why didn't they make it taste like French fries? I can't complain about cottage cheese, though. I like cottage cheese. I'm a big fan of cottage cheese. I grew up with cottage cheese. We had it on our breakfast table every morning, and I often ate it for breakfast. My kids hate it. They hate the texture. They hate everything about it, but I like it. It's 12:07. Why am I still on? I'm getting a headache. Milk is for cows. Yeah, I saw those conspiracy videos. We're not supposed to be drinking animal milk. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Sorry, I got three kids. Didn't mean to ask, but one time. I don't get it. Yeah, I got three kids too, but they're not kids anymore. They're 22. One daughter's 22, and my twins are 24, turning 25. So they're adults. They're not kids. My kids are adults. They should have a word for that. Adult kids. Oh, nice move up. Are they killing it on the trades? I don't know. I asked David. He said he's doing good. I don't know if he's killing it. I know he had a bad day last week. He was a little upset with himself. I bought him a piece of cheesecake. I did, I swear to God. I said, you know what? If I go out and I buy him a chocolate bar or, something, it's going to be like, chocolate bar. Okay, big deal. He'll still be in his shitty mood. But a piece of cheesecake, because he likes cheesecake, I said, that's going to break the mental pattern. And it did. I think it did a good job. It put a big smile on his face. Yeah, his was blueberry on top. I like blueberry, I like strawberry, and my favorite is cherry. Yeah, I like to see my kids happy. It hurts. When they're hurting, it hurts. You know what? When they have a bad day, I swear to God, it's harder on me, I think, than it is on them. I'm crushed when they have those bad days that, make you want to sulk around the house. Because they tell me about it. It's not like I see him acting in a bad mood. He tells me. I'm crushed. I'm hurt. I'm like, it's like I want to do anything to make it better. But you can't. Trading lessons have to be learned on your own. Oliver Velez said something very wise. When we're learning how to trade, we're learning what not to do. When we figured out all the things we're not supposed to do, then we only do what we're supposed to do and we start making money. You have to figure out all the things you're not supposed to do. I know all the things we're not supposed to do, and yet I still do them like an idiot. So I have to figure out how not to do what I already know I'm not supposed to do. Why do I keep doing it? And that's what the clicker is for. And the new protocol. Like I said, it was 65% executed today. But tomorrow will be better. I'm learning the hard way. Yeah, we all learn the hard way. But some people are more stubborn than others. And I'm a fucking stubborn person. Not good in this business. And I think one of my kids has picked that up from me. He's also pretty stubborn. Stubborn and emotional. What do they call it? My kids say that you have rage issues. A long time ago. I am so much better now. Actually, now I'm the opposite. Now I try to not get emotional about anything. Interactions with people. That's what I'm talking about. I try to let nothing bother me. I gotta bring that into the markets also. You had a loss. Who cares? It's just one trade. Don't let it bother me. Anyways, I'm very optimistic for this new protocol I'm doing. I'm thinking, really, it's so far out there in left field, but I think it'll work. I think it's exactly suited for my problem, which is probably the problem that a lot of people have. I think a lot of people do stupid shit and only realize it after the fact and say, how the fuck did that happen? It only takes, I would say a 1 second, but a 1 second or a few second slip of concentration, and the house comes tumbling down. It's the same thing in poker. I don't know if you guys play poker, but you lose focus, you stop concentrating, you put too much, or you go all in on a stupid bet. Yeah, you got to go all in sometimes, but you better wisely pick your spots. If you get careless, before you know it, all your poker chips are gone. Oh, which reminds me, I still haven't gotten the beat the dealer fixed. I'm gonna go bug my kids. Mm, whatever he's cooking, it smells good. Beef and eggs. I get to eat cottage cheese. Well, the algo would have had another winning trade there. If it would have taken the trade, it would have gone long on this bearish candle. It would have added on this bearish candle. The stop would have been here, and it would have exited here. And it would have been a $250 winner on the size that we're doing, 5 lots. It's too bad that the cutoff time, 11:46, came and went. Anyways, it didn't do bad. Up 600. And it hit a little bit of a losing streak, and then it ended up for the day up 196. Day one. Let's see what it does tomorrow. Okay, let's go take a look if am I streaming tonight. Letitia indicted. Guys, you want to know the trick to knowing? I mean, I'm sure everyone knows it already. If a thumbnail is clickbait or not. If there's a question mark. I don't know if you guys know who Trish Regan is. I follow her on YouTube. I love her videos. And in her thumbnail, Letitia indicted with a question mark. So, nope, Letitia's not indicted. If Letitia was indicted, there wouldn't be a question mark. Yeah, it is cool. We try to help each other out. Me and my it's boys, twin boys. They both trade, but one doesn't really live here anymore. So, 1 minute long. Let's just do a quick review. 3 minute long. Some good trades on the 3 minute chart today. I like the 3 minute. Rankos. Short term and higher time frame Rankos. Long and long. So everything basically is in long mode right now. If we're trading reactively and not predictively, meaning that we're saying, well, we just broke these highs, so we might trade lower. Or reactively, it's a day to continue trading long right now. If you look at the 15-minute, not much of an argument here to go short. And on the daily, well, if you look at the daily, that's a pretty damn strong candle right there. Actually, these two are strong candles. Okay, on that note, I'll leave you. I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Trade safe. And like I said, Mario, if you want to talk for 10 or 15 minutes in the Discord one day, just let me know. And, I'll try and give you the kind of guidance I give my kids as far as position sizing goes. If you need a little help with that. Later, Omnius. Take care, guys. Bye. No problem. Just let me know, let me know when. Just say, hey, Mike, when do you have a moment? Don't be shy. And we'll show up at that time and I'll put up a spreadsheet and I'll show you the way I do it. You know, you can look at it and say, "Oh, that's garbage. I don't want to do it that way," or you can say, "Oh, I see how I can kind of take that and run with it," or you can use the exact same formulas. But yeah, you can't be going. You can't be trading that large. You're not gonna. There's no way anyone, not you. There's no way anyone is going to be able to sustain trading. You know, going full lots or full porting. Yeah, you'll have success here and there on an account, but unless you're trying to create some kind of full porting strategy, running the numbers and saying, okay, I blow 10 accounts, but I get this many live funded or sim funded. And out of those sim fundeds, I pass a certain amount. This is my investment, and this is what I pull out. Unless you're running that kind of game, which they're trying to cut out anyways, they're calling those schemers and scammers and gamblers and um, you know, people that are trying to game the system, and they're trying to cut out those people anyway. So, like I said, it all depends on what your strategy is and what you're looking to do. My numbers certainly don't apply to everybody, but it could give you a little bit of a basis of how you might want to structure it, at least for the accounts that you want to be, you know, you want to sustainably continue, rather than the accounts that you're gambling with. Okay, I'm starting to stumble on my words. That means I'm starting to talk like Joe Biden. That means I'm getting tired. Guys, take care. I'll see you tomorrow, 9:15 in the morning. Bye-bye.